What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling fantastic today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just incredible, Cancer, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. So the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, wherever Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot cards based on our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, and when she's going void of course, there's all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, Cancer... Oh, wait a minute. Now. So wait, that doesn't feel right. Let's jump into it. Get myself together here, Cancer. Can't believe I almost skipped that. That would have been tragic. It's so dramatic. But Cancer, your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. And Cancer, happy Mercury Day. This what day is it? It's Wednesday. It's Mercury Day. That's it. That's all I got for you, Cancer. Mercury rules over Wednesdays, so hopefully you're feeling like your mind's working there right there. Cancer mind's we're almost there. But Cancer, also the moon is still in Sagittarius. And with the moon being in Sagittarius, this is a very optimistic placement for a moon. You may be feeling a little more upbeat, Cancer, maybe feeling more inspired, just feeling good and feeling abundant. You know, this is a really nice placement for the moon. You may notice too, Cancer, though, that you might feel beware of bluntness when it comes to Sagittarius, because sometimes they're a very honest sign. You may find yourself like you're finding it easier to kind of speak your mind. We want to be mindful of just like considering the feelings of others, just because that harshness sometimes with the how they deliver the truth can be a little hard for others to maybe take sometimes. So, but this is also, Cancer, you might be feeling a little bit of wanderlust. Maybe you want to get out there and travel, go see I was going to say see the world, because why not, Cancer? But go maybe expand your world. Maybe go to a different place you haven't been, maybe a different restaurant, maybe just a place that's been on your radar for a while that you just like, I wonder about that place. Check it out, Cancer. You know, Sagittarius is all about taking those risks, trying new things. And also, too, Cancer, this is a great energy for spirituality as well, considering that Sagittarius is associated with the ninth house of spirituality. Get in touch with those higher forces. They're very, feel like they're very underrated intuitive. So something to pay attention to with this energy. And then we're in the waxing crescent phase, Cancer. Talk about intuitive energy. This phase is associated with the high priestess there, our ruler. I mean, well, she's the moon. She's always our ruler. But Cancer, this is an energy for really kind of getting yourself self-assured and building up your self-confidence. You know, really kind of starting to get into the planning phase of whatever it is that you were starting off for this lunar cycle. You know, really strategizing, going within, trusting your intuition, building yourself up. Really great energy for this, Cancer. Now things are starting to increase a little bit before we get to that first challenge when the moon starts forming the first square, once we get to that first quarter phase. But definitely about building yourself up and, just going strong there, Cancer. Really setting your mark there with the archer being here. And then last couple of things here, Cancer. These readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Cancer, so definitely check them out. Very powerful intuitives that they are, just really great energies that they bring. So hopefully you enjoy them just as much as I do. But let's go ahead and get into your general energy of the day there, Cancer. Interesting. So Cancer, I do a little pre-shuffle, right before I shuffle each of the decks and do all this stuff. And that's interesting, considering that I only pull one for these cards. You got the gentleness card. So I feel like this is a very important one that's coming through here, Cancer, for your general energy. And this gentleness is a card of compassion, kindness, and soft. And I feel with this Cancer, just thinking with how honest Sagittarius energy can be, I feel that when we are kind of, because we've been in a lot of healing energy the last couple days, and maybe for some this may have brought up some things. Maybe we've been kind of ruminating on some stuff, and maybe we've been facing some kind of harsh truths. And where it is nice to get eyes on these things, we do want to make sure that we do treat ourselves gently with that energy. Any sort of mistakes that may have happened in the past that maybe you've done, just be soft and kind with yourself. You were in a different vibration then. You were learning, and now you're in this present energy. What have you learned from this? Because beating up on yourself isn't going to fix where you want to grow and where you want to change. All it's going to do is just keep you anchored in that past and thinking about, like, oh well, think about what could have been, well, as opposed to being what you could be now, Cancer. And I feel this energy too is also asking, when we do when we express that kindness and compassion towards ourselves, then I feel like the next challenge is learning to extend that towards others, even when we feel that we've been done wrong, Cancer. Because I feel like, of the signs, we're the most emotional signs, and we really can hold on to the good and the negative, the positive and the negative energies that people may put on us. But I feel like sometimes those negative energies can take hold a little bit stronger than the positive sometimes, Cancer. And it's finding that balance and learning to show that even for others, that they were at a different vibration than they are now. Now, whether they are actively working on themselves, that's their journey, and that's nothing that we can really force upon them. All we can do is send them that love, light, and compassion, because what you put out, Cancer, you're giving back. And when you learn to love yourself in this vessel, then it gets into this sort of connected energy, this sort of bigger kind of expansive things that come with Jupiter, because we're all connected, Cancer. Even when we're sending like insults to others, or maybe sending this hatred or whatever that is, we're receiving that well because we're being in that vibration. They may not even be feeling that, Cancer, but we're just hurting ourselves more so than we're doing for others. So I feel like it's something that with practice, Cancer, you get in the practice of doing that here, that makes it easier for you to do it outside of yourself, when you find others may have get you in like a maybe in like a Five of Swords, like a gossiping type of energy, or even like a Ten of Swords, or there's things where we feel like maybe others have wronged us in a sense. But let's get some tarot on this, Cancer, and get some details. And keep in mind, Cancer, oh, well, stop, Cancer. Is that what I think it is? I think that's the Chariot, Cancer. We're going to talk about that in a second. But keep in mind, just like how I say that what we put out there comes back to us, that goes for other people as well. If they have wronged us in the way, Cancer, bet that's going to come back. And I don't feel like it's like something that we're wishing for. But all we can do is, again, send them love and light and hope and awareness, in hope that things turn out well, Cancer. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got excited for nothing. No, I didn't, Cancer. So you have the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Swords. What's this one? Ooh, the Nine of Swords, the Star, the World, and us, Cancer, the Chariot. And where are we starting? So with the Star, Cancer, I feel that there's this energy of, because the Star card can be a card of healing, and I feel for some that with the world, it's like with the World and the Nine of Swords here, it's like we're trying to put this end to maybe we've been kind of caught in our heads as of late, you know, kind of been living in this sort of, maybe either replaying either a conversation that may be said, or maybe something that has been sort of just playing as a loop in our head. I feel like the world is trying to bring an end to that energy there, Cancer, to kind of face these, that sort of side of you that tends to bring you down. And how can we bring that to a close so that we can get this chariot moving in get back on track there? Because that energy does, when we stay in that, you know, when we get away from that gentle energy and we start putting that, and again, you know, Cancer, you know, the hatred, the anger, and things, they do have their place, but they're not meant to just be as these, like, sort of like weapons in a sense. They're meant, we give all the emotions and feelings their space in order for us to learn something. I feel like this star card here is almost like your spirit guides, in a sense, like kind of watching your potential, what you do with all of this energy, even the explosive types of ones where we feel that anger, that intensity, that hatred, those sort of energies. They're not negative in a sense. They're just meant for us to grow, and they affect the decisions in the directions that we take on this journey here, Cancer. And I feel like with the chariot here, that how this, because I really like this chariot, how it's like it's sitting, it's kind of parked here with its door open, and I feel like this is an energy, this is that gentleness offering you a ride here, Cancer, for you to come in and try a newer approach to this journey, if that's how we've been kind of operating, to learn a different way to see how this owl studying here, Cancer, and so intensively, learning a new way of processing some of these energies when you do find yourself not being so kind towards yourself or towards others, Cancer. So, and I like this that the star popped up here too, Cancer, because this is Aquarius energy. And Aquarius does deal with forming those bonds, those friendships, those groups, and things. And but yeah, be careful with this Nine of Swords here, Cancer, because that's where, you know, if we stay stuck in that energy, it can become where this, it's like the Nine of Swords is like a waking nightmare. No matter, you know, when you're doing dishes, you're thinking about it. When you're at your job, you're thinking about it. When you're on a walk, you're thinking about it. And it's just like, how do we free up that energy some? How do we just approach it like a little bit softer, if that makes sense? But I like this, Cancer. Strong start here. I love when we show up. All right, Cancer. Let's get some more tarot on the mix here. You know, Cancer, I even feel with the Chariot in the World here, there's even this energy of like going around even, and kind of like just getting in the practice of spreading that energy, even if we're not actively saying something, when we're just acknowledging people, just sending them this energy of love and light, you know, just even just in an everyday thing, just find a random person. You don't even have, again, you don't even have to say anything, but just sending that intention, you know, I wish you high vibrations. And this is something else, that kind of energy that's sort of popping through there. I feel like that can unlock something in a sense. And Cancer, you have a lot of wands coming through here, a lot of energy. But you have the Two of Coins, the Three of Coins, the Six of Wands, the King of Wands, and then you have the Death card here. Now let's start with the Death card, Cancer, because I do feel with this energy that I almost feel that this, or it feels like that there's this energy of, if we keep like operating in that sense of, when we get out of that kind, compassionate space, Cancer, that really does take a lot from you. You could even feel like there's just nothing but a skeleton that's left over there. And I feel that it's in a, because I even feel like for some that something is coming to an end here, that maybe we've had maybe someone that we people that we were maybe partnered with in the past, that maybe we were in kind of close sort of things with, and something, I almost feel like that something has changed here with the death card here. Like maybe you're either like maybe the people that we used to associate with, or something happened that has changed, that has maybe even excuse me, even in a sense like may have kind of thrown this, like this change has maybe kind of thrown your balance off here, and it's like now we're trying to even like tend to yourself here a little bit more. Like it's like how we're utilizing our energies. Let me get a little bit more of this Three of Coins here, Cancer. I feel like hold on, let me see what's going on with that. Okay. Okay. Alright, Cancer. So the Three of Coins is clarified by the Hanged Man and the Ace of Cups here. And I feel like that. So maybe what. Okay, that makes more sense. Because it feels like Cancer with this, that maybe even the group that we may even be around, maybe if we haven't been. It's like I feel like something has been kind of keeping you maybe in this stuck type of energy there. And it's like it's it's built this sort of energy because the six of wands is kind of like the people, it's like the energies of the people that have built you up into the person that you are. And I almost feel like it's kind of evaluating and seeing where we may have been pouring into energies that may not have, it's not that they've not had your best interest at heart, but it's like I feel like they may have been keeping you in a vibration that's keeping you in that negativity, possibly. And then you start working on these things, and then something shifts and it gets you right back into that old type of routine there, Cancer. And I feel like for some there may be a need to kind of evaluate the people that we may be around. Still treat them with that compassion, but it's just like like you have that group. Like let's say you were, you're when you're trying to change something about yourself, but you get that group that's like, well, Cancer, you're not like your old self. Like, come on, like what's going on here? Like let's trying to just keep you just stuck in a sense. I feel like it's like, how do we put those energies behind you while still showing that kindness? Because it's not an energy of better than. When we're coming through this energy, when you're giving this love and light, it's just that you're, in a sense, it's just like we're not vibing at the same vibration anymore. So we need to put a little time apart, or put up some boundaries, even, is what I feel like is kind of coming through here, Cancer. So, let me get one, like a little bit more on the King of Wands before we wrap up here, Cancer. Thank you. All right, Cancer. So the King of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Coins and the Seven of Coins here. And very, yeah, I feel that there's going to be a big, or that there is this need to just be mindful of the people that you've kind of gathered around here, Cancer, because I feel like it's this in, because I feel that the, again, there's, it's like this outgrowing energy, I feel, for some of you, that we're kind of reevaluating just like the foundation of our, either our groups or maybe even our environments, or however this may be resonating with you, Cancer. And I do feel though that even in this type of tougher energy, if we may be moving on to onto a new chapter, in a sense, that there is still treating that experience with that kindness and that appreciation that it's happened, because it's leading you to this sense of growth, to this transition phase of becoming a new, just a newer version and a newer compassionate version of yourself there, Cancer. I hope that that makes sense, but I think I'm going to move on from that. But let's get a little advice from Big Papa. Thank you. All right, Cancer, last little bit here. Interesting. You're getting a lot of judgment here too lately. But you got the, so last little bit, Cancer, you have the Judgment card, the Four of Wands, the Six of Cups, and then the Knight of Coins here. And let's switch back over. Because I do feel with this that, with the Judgment card, this is a card of, and that's interesting too when you get like the Death card and the Judgment card, Scorpio, and one of their rulers, Pluto, that there is this deep kind of change that is happening, like a cleansing almost, or this cathartic energy that's coming through here. And I feel that for some there is this energy of it's nostalgic in a sense, but I feel like it's one of those energies, is that are these memories keeping the chariot from moving forward, and is it keeping you, I feel like even for some it's like with this Nine of Coins here, is that, or excuse me, the Knight of Coins, that it's like we've known this change is needed to come, but it's just like we may have been kind of dragging our feet on it, and it's time to get into get a game plan that's going on here, Cancer. And you might need to, I feel like it's like we're almost kind of journeying into uncertain territories. We're not sure how this may unfold, and oh, so say look like a froze there, Cancer. Like we may not be sure how things may unfold, but I feel like this, whatever this, because it's interesting. Like it's whatever this transition is. I feel like there is this like being compassionate to those who have led to this change, and being kind to the decisions that you have made, the things we needed to close out, the things that we've started up. And all right, Cancer, but I think I'm gonna move out of that. I feel like I'm serving up word salad. I do hope that that makes sense. But if anything resonated with you, Cancer, if you like that, give it a thumbs up and share this, because compassion is a very kind or very powerful tool. And having that gentleness with yourself, and having that gentleness with others. And I even feel like, because even the Six of Cups could be even thinking about how we used to be, and then it's just like how we are now is vastly different. And yeah, just treating that side of you with that kindness, and knowing that you're, especially if this is something negative, but then subscribe there, you chariot. Hit that bell button to get notified when I release videos each week or each day. And then last little bit, Cancer, check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for your readings, and just check your chart, Cancer. You know how I feel about that. And then come on over to the Chariot and Friends. I do weekly videos, monthly ones, yearly ones, and it's a good old time, Cancer. I'm actually still working through those through the weekly or through the monthly ones there. So we're getting almost into Sag season here soon. So how appropriate for Sagittarius being here. But all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Cancer. So you got the King of Coins here. And with this, Cancer, I feel with the King of Coins, so with his cloak, it's like rooted in these pentacles. And I feel like that those coins are like your, that's the compassion that you have for yourself, that unconditional love with the Ace of Cups there. Because I feel like once you learn, get yourself like rooted in that energy, Cancer, it provides this really great foundation for you to be the amazing healers that you are, and really tap into that nurturing energy that, being a Cancerian, we have that access to. And I feel that even with how stern even the King of Coins can look, he still has this. I mean, he's like a meerkat, so there is that literal softness that is there. But I do feel that there's this strength. Compassion and kindness does not make you weak. It makes you powerful, Cancer. And it teaches you boundaries and discernment, and appreciating where others are at on their journey, because we've been there ourselves. And yeah, Cancer, let me get your oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Oh, interesting, Cancer. I love it. So you have the sensitivity card. Thank you. And this is a card of validate self, vulnerability is strength, and projections. And I feel with this that there is that, especially when it comes to, I feel like with ourselves there, Cancer, that being vulnerable with those energies of, like, where we may have made mistakes, or where we wish we could have done better, or wherever that's looking like. Be with that energy, allow yourself to feel that. But I feel like don't try not to get it to where, it's like, it's confirming that I feel like you were in a certain vibration in the past, but that one instance doesn't have to define you. We can learn from that and grow, and find strength in accepting that side of ourselves that does make mistakes, and be mindful of how you are projecting these energies onto yourself, and how they can affect your vibration there, Cancer, and your sensitivity to the, because when you're caught up in that energy there, that diminishes your sensitivity to your intuition, and gets us where we're operating in like a reactive type of way. So, but I think I'm gonna leave that there, Cancer. Just a little something to think about. But you stay safe out there, with this. Be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others, and keep eyes on the moon there, Cancer, because it's I feel like, especially for us, it's compassion. Yes, it can. I don't think like it necessarily is hard, but it's because we understand emotions to such a depth there, Cancer, that I feel like it is easier for us to tap into that, and to have that level of empathy. It just comes with, we may not be able to put that emotional stock into someone who may have had us feel, maybe their actions may have had us feel a hurt, but we can still send them that love and light without necessarily being on that same path there, if that makes sense. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, Cancer. And I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.